My cat has joined us as usual.
Is that Shy?
Yep. He always, when I'm on the phone with Michelle, he's got to be here. Get up here.
She knows. She knows that I'm a shy person. Get it?
Yeah.
Not really. Okay, so right now we should be working like we've never worked because what is coming, the whole New Year thing, we have exactly what everyone is looking for right now. The holidays are ending, and so everyone is thinking, I ate like crap, I haven't been moving my body, I've been drinking too much, I'm in the winter slump, I feel like poo, I need a reset. I had two people message me today and be like, Michelle, I need a reset. Guess what? We literally have a reset. Perfect. But not only that, we are not doing New Year's resolutions. I'm so excited that we're not doing this big New Year's resolution thing, and I love the approach Plexus is taking with it, because not only is it beneficial like for Plexus, but it's genius on them doing this because it gives us coaching on how to actually talk to people about Plexus. So we're saying no to New Year's resolutions, and we're saying yes to small, simple steps that we take every day to improve our well-being for the long term. Because as Joy and I were talking, we found out the stats yesterday, 9% of people actually follow through on their New Year's resolutions. That's terrible. So instead of being like, hey, what's your New Year's resolution? Let's do Plexus. We're going to say, what are your health goals for 2023? Are you needing a reset? I sent, if you guys saw the little message that I sent or listened to the message I sent today, I've talked about simple, effective thing that we have. And that's exactly Plexus is, as you posted today, Kayla. That was beautiful. Simple, effective, the long haul. So what Plexus is doing this year, instead of some big challenge that two people win $10,000 or whatever the big grand prize is, they are doing a small steps to wellness, where we are focusing on our simple daily things that we can do to improve ourselves. Sometimes, like I was talking with a lady today that she messaged me and she says, Michelle, can you cancel? I've got like a year stashed. And I've been working on her. Like, as she said herself, her life is an ish show. And I know it is. But I was like, how about we start with one thing? How about we start with drinking your Slim every day? You got to start somewhere, right? And so for some people, it's literally taking one product a day. For some people, it's going to be, I went outside. For some people, it can be, I ran for an hour today. Like someone like me is going to be more like, my small thing is going to be like, if Valerie, if you told me you ran for an hour, I'd be like, we all need to start running because the coyotes are coming and they're going to kill us. No offense, but I'm pretty sure that you could not handle running for an hour just right now. I don't think you're a runner. Joy, on the other hand, I'd be like, yeah, Joy, let's go. Well, maybe not when you're this pregnant.
Not right now. I miss it. Yeah.
So the small steps are going to be different for everyone. And Plexus, so Plexus has, I believe they're just going to be using our Pivotal Facebook group, but they're going to be in the Facebook group, and it's going to be all about this small steps thing and what you can post. So everyone, this is open to like everyone, you do hashtag small steps. Small wins. Small wins? It's small wins. I think it's small wins. So hashtag small wins. So when you put up a post, hashtag small wins, you guys should start putting that into your posts. Like your post today, Kayla, you can go edit it and put hashtag small win. Small wins.
Sorry.
I think it's with an S. This was a whole big conversation we had the other day. So Plexus is going to, like, once a week or something, I don't know exactly all the things behind it. They're having a big call on January 3rd to go over all of the details for everyone. So this is something you're going to invite all of your existing customers, for past customers, because we're going to try and get everyone back on the boat, right? Prospects, all of that call is open for everyone. They're going to be talking about why we're doing this small steps thing. Starts January 4th, calls January 3rd. Small Steps starts on January 4th, and it's going for 6 months into June to convention. Okay, so this is not a New Year's resolution, January and February, like short, sweet, hit it, quit it. This is a 6-month long thing. You can join at any point in time. They're going to be following the hashtags on Facebook, Instagram, in the group, all the things. And they're randomly going to be like, hey, Kayla Mills, you won a VersaFit. Woo! They're just going to be giving away stuff like that. So instead of like these big giant grand prizes that like 5 people win, they're going to be giving away prizes to hundreds of maybe thousands. I don't know how many they're giving away of people. So it can be like anywhere from products. They were talking about giving away like a cute little cruiser bike, like a Plexus branded cruiser bike. They've done those before. They're super cute. So lots of different things. So our focus is going to be on these small wins, helping people slowly integrate things. And that's something when it comes to the products, like obviously we're like, start taking your products, but sometimes people like get super overwhelmed. I shared with you guys that one of my friends got products 2 months ago. I was coaching her through taking them, and she's like, I ruined my day with cream in my coffee. I'm like, what? I know we're all like, that doesn't ruin your day. But to her, she thinks I didn't realize that she thinks she needed to overhaul her entire life in order to start taking Plexus to have results. And I was like, no, you literally need to go, there you go. Step 1. So that's kind of what we want to focus on with our people, are these small wins, small daily actions. So with reaching out, this is something, I'll be honest, I'm having a hard time kind of putting into this is what we're doing, small, short, sweet. I don't want to like go on forever because you guys, I ramble a lot. It is, and that's why we want to invite people to this call. So I'm kind of like throw out there that we have this simple, effective thing that's going on and that you're doing and you're excited. And if we want to use verbiage from exactly what to say, we say most people are needing a reset. I said this in my message, you guys. Most people are needing a reset from the holidays. They're looking to feel better, go into 2023 feeling their best, or wanting 2023 to be one of their healthiest years yet. So you're saying most people. And when you say most people, they're going to be like, well, I want to be like most people. I don't want to be the lone man out. Okay. So this is you're doing the psychology thing on them. I'm trying to remember what else. One of my biggest, this is from the book as well, just curious. That is like my new line, is just curious. I say it all the time and it's just flowing everywhere now. Just curious. And guys, it works. It works so good. So I'm ending it with like, just curious. Are you also, when you say things like also, you also, are you as well, those kinds of things, it's already like, it's encompassing all of these people. All of these people are having results. All of these people, do you want to be like everyone else? So the little small words like that, do you want to do this too? Other people are doing it. They want to be with the crowd. We don't want to be the unpopular people, right? So, that's like, just curious. Would you want to check this out as well? Are you also looking for something to support you in this area? Those kinds of things. Those are going to be like little buzzwords when we're reaching out to people. And I went through my list and was like, who can I do kind of this general reach out of? I have no idea what their health goals are, but I sent the voice message I sent you guys. I forwarded that to probably 8 people. I have one person, actually the first person I sent it to, said, let's talk this week. And another person say, I got a lot of allergy things, so I stay away from supplements. So I just messaged her and was like, just curious. What kind of allergies do you have? What are you intolerant to? What do we have to avoid? Because I'm going to keep that conversation going and show her that, sorry, there's a bug. Our products don't have those things. Like, she can take our products and they're going to help her. Like, that's where I'm going to take that conversation with her. So that's a little bit of the small steps thing that's happening. Our New Year's, we have what everyone wants right now. If we don't put it out there, they're not going to know. Why don't you, and this is what I've been saying to a few people that are kind of like thinking about sharing. Actually, Joy, I messaged this to Allie earlier. Thinking about sharing, they're not so sure, is same thing, using the verbiage. Most people are wanting this right now. How about you share it with your friends and financially benefit from your friends going to do this regardless? And they do it with you, and you have accountability, and you get paid to do so.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is another way of going to your friends and saying, most people are needing this. So why don't you grab some of your friends? Why don't you put out there what you're doing and see who wants to do it with you? I've been doing that. I've gotten a couple different people to post the past week or so by simply saying, why don't we just throw it out there? Because a lot of people are needing this right now. A lot of people are wanting what you're doing. Okay. So that's the other side of it, is let's talk about the business. That's exactly what this is. I listened to another podcast today that was really good that I want you guys to listen to as well. That's about transformational versus transactional. We want to not be transactional. Transactional is when you're basically selling a product. And I mentioned, I think I voice message, or I sent a message to you guys all the other day. I think we're not here selling some random product. We're not here selling like a speaker that you can get anywhere else, or some jewelry, or some random makeup. We are selling life-changing opportunity, the business, life-changing products. We are selling something so much bigger and more, but we get in this transactional thing where it's like, you want to lose weight, this is what I have, this is how much it costs, it's on super sale, this is your discount, here you go. That's transactional. However, when we're going, this is your problem, you want to lose weight, we need to get more of like, why do you want to lose weight? What has that weight been doing? And I came up with this while I was listening to the podcast. I came up with this thought on kind of taking what we're doing and making this big of a tweak to it, but having it be this big of an impact. And instead of going, what are your goals, and going, these are the products you need, you stop after you say, what are your goals? And you say, just curious if I can ask you a question real quick. You ask permission. They're going to say yes. And you say, how would you feel if you no longer had to deal with all these things you just sent me? So, because you want to get to their heart, the feelers. We're going into transformation when you get someone talking about, this is how I feel, this is my problem. We are coming up with a solution to their problem, versus here's a product, this is how much it costs, ding, sold. And if we're coming at them of like, there's this big sale, big discount, we are actually discounting what we're offering.
Mm-hmm.
When it's all about the discount and the sale. So that's a lot of the times why when I present, this is when, because you always have to talk about the price. Everyone wants to know how much it costs. When you talk about what the price is, I like to quantify it by saying, this is how much it is and this is what you're saving, because this is the like, I want them to see the value of what they're getting when they're ordering too. But I really want us to be pulling in those feelers of what is really the underlying reason that you want to lose weight. Because at the end of the day, it's not about the number on the scale. It's about how they feel. It's about how they feel when they look at the number on the scale. If you tell someone, if you sell someone on something that is going to radically change their life and be the answer to all of their problems, they're not going to care if it's $100 or if it's $1,000. If you can get them saying, oh my gosh, that's exactly what I've been looking for all my life and I need that, they're going to say, here's my credit card, I'm in. The sale isn't going to matter. Okay. So that's kind of a small shift that I want to make, is how is that going to make you feel? what problems is that going to solve for you? That's another way you can turn it. And this can go from the business ask and the product ask at the same time, because people join the business to solve a problem, right? Having more money is not really, yes, I love the fact that I make good money. I love driving my beautiful Lexus, but honestly, when I drive it, I get excited about it because of what it means for me. Not that I made money, not that I did it. It's because of what it's created in my life, the lives I've helped change from the business and from the products. It's also about, oh my cat.
I know. Yep.
It's also about the change that it's put inside of me. Okay. So it has solved a lot of problems that I had, a lot of problems. And it has been the answer for so many things. And that's why I am all in with Plexus, and nobody's going to sell me on something else. And I told you how someone was trying to prospect me for a business from a different company, that it was so icky because all she would talk about was the business and how like she's being mentored by the top of the top of the top. And there's so much, all these people are joining that used to make $30,000 in other companies. I'm like, that means nothing to me. It just felt so icky. And I was like, no, this is not how I want to be in a business. This is not how I want to prospect, how I want to be prospected. Our conversations have been really good. She'd been really sweet. She'd been reached out to me about Briley. Like, she'd been really nice. And then she came in with this like vomiting nothing but business stats on me. And I was like, ew. I got so turned off. Like, no. I didn't even like, sometimes I'm like, oh, that's really sweet that you thought of me. I was like, I can't even say thank you for thinking of me because I just feel so turned off. I told my husband about it and he's like, good for her asking you. And I was like, but no. So, do you guys all get it? This all make sense for everyone?
Mhm.
Yes. Okay, cool. I do want you guys approaching people about the business. I'm not going to stop talking about that because, like I said, honestly, the business can be so much more life-changing than the products. And with the conversations I've been having with so many people lately, people are struggling hard financially and like emotionally. Like, people need community and support. And I will tell you, that is like the number one thing that I feel like I've gotten from this. And that's, I think, why with the last couple of weeks that I've been going through, I feel in the best mental space when I'm working my business. Because I know what this is. Okay. Okay, so reaching out, I want you guys to go through all of your posts, all of your stories, all of that, and make a list. I've got one here, I've got one here. I've been going through people like crazy. And first, I want you to figure out if you need to relationship build with them, or if you're like, I can ask them about Plexus. I can send them like the message I forwarded to you guys today. I recommend voice messaging. I always voice message when I go for an ask when it comes to Plexus. But figure out where you're at. So I did that today. I sent a handful of the, hey, most people are needing this kickstart in the new year. And then I sent a whole bunch of, Merry Christmas. How was your Christmas? Was it kind of a traditional Christmas? Did you guys do something new? I'd love to hear about it. I hope you're all set and excited for a happy new year too. What are your plans? Something like that. Like, it was super basic. And so I've had some conversations. I also went to some of their Facebook pages and I commented on their stories, or I commented on their posts. So I love commenting on stories because it goes straight to their messenger and then we start having conversations. I recommend doing that as much as possible. But that's kind of what I did with my list. And I then figure out, I do that for like a day or two. And then I take those day or two that I kind of relationship built. And I'm like, are we ready for the next step, or are we in the long haul of this relationship building? I have a few people that I am still relationship building with that I have been for a couple months, because like we're kind of talking, but we haven't really hit much besides small talk. And I'm in this for the long haul, where I'm like, this person would be dynamite. And so I don't want to pull the trigger too soon. Okay. So you should be able to say, check out Plexus to at least 10 people by the end of the week, just by messaging a couple and being like, hey, how's it going? How's your Christmas? Did you get anything cool? What was your favorite present? Did you spend it with your family? Did you get snowed in? Something like that. Okay. Super easy to start that small talk, but you kind of want to see where it takes you. That's New Year's stuff. So January 14th, small, why I keep going small Saturday, Super Saturday, this whole Saturday thing. Make sure you guys are all registered. So if you didn't catch it, Plexus is awesome. If you didn't know that. And they were going to give away free membership codes. You get 3 free membership codes when you register for Super Saturday. It's $19.95 or something to register. So you get 3 codes. Well, we were on this Jewel call, like, well, hold up a second. What about Sam 2020? Sam 2020 is a bigger discount than your $10 membership. So Plexus was like, you're right. So you're getting 3 free coupon codes with the 10% automatically in there. So basically you get the Sam 2020 and the free membership. Okay. So you get 3 of those codes signing up for Super Saturday. And so whether you are like coming to my house and attending a Super Saturday, so you have to sign up to get the viewing. If you're coming to my house, obviously you're going to be watching it at my house, but you have to sign up to get the coupon code. Okay. And it is not a generic coupon code like Sam 2020. Is a specific one where it's going to be like ZYX347215. We're all going to have different ones, 3 different ones. Okay.
And will they be emailing those to us?
They will email them.
Yeah. After Super Saturday, though.
I'm assuming it'll be after the fact. And I'm pretty sure it's through the end of the month. So you'll have like 2 weeks to use them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. With that, while I'm thinking about it, don't go to your prospects and be like, hey, don't order today because in 3 days I had a coupon for you. Don't do that. Please don't do that. The coupons are, oh my gosh, I have 3 of these and I want to say, and I'm going to hold on to, I want to give you one. Don't say I'm going to hold on to one. I want to give you one, but I only have 3. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. I would do an open-ended of like, what's stopping you from taking advantage of this? Open-ended question, you guys. Okay, so with the Super Saturday,
we can still use that one right now with the last 3 days of the month.
You can always say I only have 3.
No, what's about the discounts? What's stopping you from
taking advantage of this deal?
Mm-hmm.
This discount. Yep. What's stopping you from getting on top of your blah 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 blah? I always bring their goals in, like, yeah. And I will go back, scroll through the conversation, be like, I have no idea what this person wanted, but I'm gonna figure it out. And I'll scroll for a couple minutes until I figure out exactly what they're needing, and I boop in there. And that's why why you want to say, how would you feel? What problem is this solved? Don't really say what problem is this solving, because that sounds weird. How would you feel if we got on top of your weight struggles? Because instead of what's stopping you from losing weight, you're going to say, what's stopping you from getting you started to lose the weight so you feel blah, 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 blah. We're pulling out the feelers. Also, when you post feeling words, people aren't going to be like, oh, weight loss, cool. They are going to connect with, this is how I feel because I lost 20 pounds. Mm-hmm. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Okay. With Super Saturday. So I just said coming to my house. Valerie, I think you're the only one who doesn't know about this, but anyone watching the recording, I'm going to go over it. I'm having a slumber party at my house and I'm so excited. I'm like legit. I got this ID and I was like, This is so much fun. I told my husband, I asked him if it was okay. I knew he would say it was okay, but I'm kicking my family out and we're having a sleepover at my house. We have lots of beds and couches and I have an air mattress. So I'm like, bring all the people. If I need to go buy more air mattress, I'll be excited. Like I want to go buy more, bring all the people. We'll have food. I told people we're going to sit around my campfire and sing Kumbaya. And I was slightly joking, but if you guys didn't see, I built a fire pit like a month ago or 2 months ago. It was probably 2 months ago or more. But I haven't really actually like used it yet. So I want to use it. I want to turn on my lights and I'm excited. So the 13th, it's Friday the 13th. I just realized it's Friday the 13th. Everyone's coming up. Joy is coming. And so if you like, you're going to be back, Valerie, if you want to carpool. I think she's carpooling people up. So I'll be supplying food. If anybody has food issues, let me know. I think I've got them all covered for all of you. So don't worry. And we're just going to have a fun time. The training is a 3-hour virtual thing. It starts at 8:00 in the morning. And that's part of why I got this genius idea to do a sleepover, because if you don't live within an hour of me, that's just so early. It's so early. So I thought it'd be fun to do the sleepover so you guys don't have to get up at like 5:00 in the morning to come up to my house. And it's just gonna be a fun time. We're gonna do some team building, some training, all of the things, sing Kumbaya holding hands. It's gonna be totally normal. But I want you guys to come, and it's open for everyone. So this is something I want you to invite people to come with you. And I'm telling you this, I'm like looking you straight in the eye, and like, if you have someone come with you, they are sold on Plexus, you guys. Like they are going to have a blast. They are going to get poured into, and they're going to be like, how in the world do I get, like, I'm all in. They are going to be all in with the products. They're going to be all in with selling. They are going to want all the things because they're going to have so much fun, and they're going to have this new community that they're so excited about. And it's going to be amazing. And I am taking care of all the things too. Okay. So ask anyone and everyone if they're ordering, if they're a customer, if they are a dream teamer, if you met them on the sidewalk and you thought they were super cool, make sure they are super cool and not weird before you bring them to my house. But like, I'm a Mikasa Esukasa kind of person, so let's go. If it's a driving force too, puppy snuggles are included. He's really cute, you guys. I will say he is super duper cute. So that's kind of the fun thing that we've got going. I feel like I'm out of the things that I wanted to cover tonight. Anybody have questions? What questions do you have for me? I need to rephrase that. That's also, what questions do you have for me instead of, do you have any questions on exactly what to say? What questions do you guys have for me? Good questions. I like them. Okay, so let's do a quick little, what are our goals and what are we going to be doing over the next like 5 days? Kayla, go. On the spot.
Reaching back out to people that wanted to get started after the holidays.
We all have people that are like, oh, get with me after the holidays. So many people. And I've told you guys, I was warning you, like, it's the beginning of December is a sleep fest. And then if you line your cards up right and you do the work and you actually follow up with the people that are like, hey, get with me after the holidays.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you guys should all be getting a jacket by the end of the week. Okay, how many people are you following up with?
I have like 6 or 7 of them.
That's great. I love that. And how many conversations, how many reach outs are you going to be having?
A lot more, hopefully.
Give me your minimum.
10.
Okay. I'm going to push you for 20.
Okay.
Joy.
Yes.
Joy,
Um,
joy down in my heart.
I am, yeah, following up with the people who said, talk to me after the holidays. I'm have a lot of people restarting this month, which is exciting. And also the relationships that built, building there. I think some of them are there where I can transition to the products now, but I like that about how categorizing, making two different lists about, because I am finding now that since I'm having a lot of conversations of, I have to, take more time to look back at where were we versus if I can keep a list categories like that. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
And asking the questions, the open-ended questions, and find their feeling points.
Right. And this is also with you guys being like, with your team members coming in, if you get put in three-way conversations and that kind of stuff, when you're put in a three-way conversation, you have no idea who this person is and they don't know who you are. So when it comes to connecting, bringing in that, how would you feel? Like bringing in those feelers, trying to connect with them more. Not only are they going to be more interested in Plexus, but they're going to be like more open to talking to you and that kind of stuff, which is important when it comes to helping get them started and coaching your team members and that kind of stuff too.
Yeah.
All right, Val.
I'm gonna follow up with my after the holidays people. I think there's probably 4 of them, and then I'm gonna make 10 new conversations.
I like it. So 10 new conversations, good. How many are you going to be reaching out to? Because a conversation to me is just like, how was your Christmas? Let's chat, small talk, maybe. Let's get a little more feelers out there. Reach outs are, I'm doing this cool thing and you got to do it with me.
Let's do 5 new reach outs.
I'll take it. I want to push you for 15 new conversations. Okay. At least 5 new reach outs. And that's your minimum, you guys.
Yeah. And it's just reaching out and asking them, how was your Christmas?
The reach out side is so easy. It's so easy. And if you go pop on their page too, I recommend always doing like a quick pop in if you haven't. Sorry, something in my nose. If you haven't like been talking with them over the last couple days, really, because sometimes you'll pop on. Like I almost did a big reach out yesterday, and for some reason I was like, I'm gonna pop on her page, and poor girl is young and just had a baby like 2 weeks ago or so. Her relationship is not a good one at all. And her most recent post, which was like 30 minutes before I messaged her, was, I just want out of here. So my message to her was, oh my gosh, babe, how are you doing? Do you need to talk? Instead of, let's talk about Plexus. So I've heard horror stories too of people like doing a reach out and then the response was, my dad just died. I should have gone on their page and checked first because she just posted that. Okay, so just a heads up. Quick little check-in, because a lot of times that check on their on their feed, their post, whatever, is going to lead to what you talk to them about. Like today, I'm following a girl that just got a puppy, and I was like, that's like my next favorite breed. And she has a golden retriever and she got a Bernese Mountain Dog. You guys, like, I was in love. I was like, I want puppies and doggles. So I had something to message instead of being like, what am I gonna like? Merry Christmas. I was like, it just makes it so much more personal. So, coaching tip. Check. All right. What else? Anyone else? Anything else? Who's coming to party at my house? Who thinks that is like the best idea ever?
Yeah. And just so you know, I was just typing up a message to Elise. So I'm inviting her.
Oh, thanks. Funny.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm like, I was gonna message her today, and I was like, how, what? Like, I'm trying to how do I work her best? And then I remembered she went to Hawaii. I think she's in Hawaii still.
Oh.
And she met, I think she might have told you if it was in our group message. I don't remember, or if she just told me, but she told me she was going to Hawaii, like a month ago. And then she like revisited it. And like, she told us when she was at my house. And every time she talked about it, I was like, I can fit in a suitcase. I have a suitcase that I can fit in. You can take me. So I messaged her today and I was like, I think you forgot to pick up your luggage on your way to Hawaii. And she just like laughed at it. She got it. I was the luggage. I'm so funny. But yes, perfect. Good job.
Yep.
We're gonna double team her.
Yep. Anyway, sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
Well, just that could have been a one-on-one conversation, but anyways, sorry everybody.
It's all good.
Mhm.
Anything else? Nope. Okay. I'm going to